Hello today and welcome back to the channel. This is the first Liberia rabbit farm. On this channel, I discuss basically about rabbit farming and the importance of urban agriculture initiative. Where today's topic I want to discuss with you on some important things as it relate to rabbit breedings. Rabbit breedings, most especially this topic is highly recommended for those of you beginners that are wanting to engage in the process of rabbit farming, maybe for commercial business or maybe just a habit. You need to know how to go about breeding the rabbits. To be specific, the topic is how to go about the rabbit when it gives birth to kids. That is your doe rabbit. And so please, before we move forward, please don't forget to subscribe. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. And please just hit the like button as well, and don't forget to hit the notification icon so that you'll be notified whenever we put up new videos. Well, right here we discuss basically about rabbit farming in all segments. So topics are just coming up one after the other. That's why you should subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up a new video. So before we move into it, let me just take this short break and be right back. Welcome back. I know some of you have been wondering why is it that the challenge can be so huge when the rabbit gave birth. From taking care of the rabbit from the beginning stage can be very easy. But once the bunny gave birth, then it starts to get tense because the responsibility is no longer the mom alone, which is the doe, but the responsibility extends to the children. Yes, the reason is that is your profit line. So you got to work in order to mastermind profit. So how can you do it in the most suitable way that it will be very recommended for the rabbit kids, that they won't die mysteriously or the mother won't eat her own kids? Some pros and cons that you need to understand about the process is why I'm about to run you through here. And topic basically today is what to do when your doe give birth to kids. What can you do is what we're coming to jump in. So when your doe give birth to our kids, the first thing you need to do is to take those children from their mother to the nesting box. That's the first thing you need to do. The rabbit going to give birth probably maybe in the hatch, but I like to recommend to you that when your rabbit is pregnant, after 20 days, take the rabbit from in the hatch and put the rabbit in the breeding unit. I don't allow my bunnies to give birth in the cage because at times you will be in bed sleeping while the rabbit gave birth. So when the rabbit gave birth in the cage, the contact of the wire to the kids will hurt the kid's body. Before even in the morning, the kid might die from that wire that they've been laying on since their mother gave birth to them. So it's wrong. Creating a breeding unit at your rabbit farm will help you a whole lot in terms of your rabbit breeding perfectly right on the floor. After breeding the kids, that is after giving birth to the kids, you got to take the kids and put them into the nesting box. If you don't have a nesting box, try today to put one in place. You can have a cartoon leg, you can have a plain leg setup system so that you can take it from in the breeding unit and place it in the nesting box. In the nesting box is somewhere that is going to create like a manger. The purpose for that is to give the baby warmness for the meantime until their mother can come around to give them breast milk. The nesting box should also be a safe area from ants, and no pesky predator should have access to the nesting box. Do not allow pesky predator to have access to the nesting box. The second thing you're going to do is that you're going to have a full system for the mother that have given birth. When the rabbit gave birth, she had lost enough virtues and she should start regaining energy immediately. Always make sure to keep enough of feed around the mother that have given birth to kids. Make sure to always keep clean drinking water 24/7 around the mother that have given birth to those kids. And also make sure that where the mother and the kids are, there is no means of predator around her. There is no one predator around her like pesky predator, like raccoon, cat, dog, even chicken, dog fur are not around her to pose threat to her and her kids. And another thing you're going to do is to also outline some study about the mother. Her behavior towards the children is highly essential. And that's why you're going to put system in place to be able to monitor the mother relationship to the kids she gave birth to. There are some bullies that can be very, very horrible towards their own children for a few reasons. But that's a topic that is already on the channel that you can search through, and I'm going to share the link with you, and you're going to see the reason why some bullies are horrible to their own kids. But for this today, I want to tell you that saving the kids from their mother that is horrible is very essential. Once you notice that the bullies that gave birth to kids is not willing to breastfeed those kids on time, you can help in the process by holding her down gently and allow the kids to suck nicely. How can you know that your bullying kids is okay when it is sucking? The better of the bullies will get very round and bigger. That has told you that the bunny have already sucked and is self-sufficient. Then you can let the dough be. Letting the dough be, the cage should also be within the nesting box, created like a manger, and you can be able to give quality account of those kids. Make sure there should be no harmful substance around in terms of inhaling. The cage system should be very clean, that the urine are going through a tube-like system or a pipe-like system to get into whatever container you are collecting your rabbit urine. The urine of the rabbit can be very corrosive that can result to illness to the rabbits, even the mature ones. So for your rabbit kids, it's totally wrong to have urine smelling all in your rabbit hatch. Do not have urine smelling all in your rabbit hatch when you have bunny kids. Their life, for them to sustain, it will be very, very slim because of the sickness. After you do that, the next thing you have to have in mind is to create a cage. Whenever you have bunny, when they start to breed, they are posting it to your face that it is about time you create cage. Because after the weaning stage, they have to become independent. Taking them from the nesting box, taking them from the breeding housing unit, and taking them to their own original cage. Not their mother cage, but where they were going to be until they grew up and become very mature. With those steps in place, you take into consideration the feed for their weaning time. I like to recommend to you cobblecloth grass and elephant grass for their weaning stage. For Liberia, our climate position, rabbit grow every day from what I see at my farm. Rabbit grow every day. Also, watch out for inbreeding cases, and when your rabbit kids is not growing every day, when after 7 days and your rabbit gave birth and the kids are still the same, know that that's a sign of inbreeding kids. They will not do any awesome, they will not do well, they will surely die at a certain point. In other countries, sometimes they use them for meat in dog food and other things, but for Liberia, you might not have use for them. So it's always good to make sure that you are not having inbreeding situation at your rabbit farm. The next thing I want to say to you here is that when the bunny gave birth, it is about time that when you are a full-time person that is working, it's about time to designate responsibility to someone that could be in the process for you. Do not inconvene the rabbit by letting the rabbit be through all the day. When the bunny gave birth to kids, she demands a relationship to help her bring about those children in a more efficient way so that it will sustain life. Having the bunny have control over the kid totally, that means you have experienced that bunny mom to be a very mature bunny and a good mother as well. A good mother bunny can take care of her children all by herself, but a horrible bunny can always be having some challenges in taking care of her children. Most of the time, rabbits that face those challenges are first-time mom. First-time mom bunnies are always facing those challenges like the first-time beginners into the process of rabbit farming. So guys, if this is your first time, in order to fuel me or power me, I appreciate why you're going to subscribe to this channel, like our video as well, share in other social media content that will really be a helpful one to our process. We are putting all into this because we believe that Liberia is all we have, and we are set enough to be able to make it whatever we want it to be that will please us. The first Liberia rabbit farm is an area that will be able to host Christian family and other religious families that will come and see how well we are coordinating and processing love, where they can be able to take home in our cages that is already set to sell out. Rabbit farming during the breeding stage of the mother is very, very essential. That's the reason why you always need to be keeping her on decks and taking record of account into place so that you won't have any mess up on your rabbit section. If you don't have record of account for your rabbit section, that's a horrible one, could cause a very serious threat in the case of inbreeding. Normal your cages, know the rabbit relationship, know their birth date, know their parent relationship, and know their brothers and sister relationship, which is their siblings. Always make sure to keep rabbit record in serious other files. Do not always keep rabbit record on the cell phone, but also do a notifying in a notepad. When you are in the process of rabbit farming, always signal that you are on a process that has to do with intensive observation and creative plans in order to make sure that the bunnies are well propagated to meet international standard. Bunnies can be loved by quality people that could even come to your country. Some could be trades, some could be ambassador, some could be representative from other country. They could buy your bunny from Liberia and even fly abroad. When the bunny gave birth, always be having in mind that the children need you, the farmer, 100% in order for them to sustain life. Sharing the responsibility to a corporate that is not interested into your idea in rabbit farming is something you should take into consideration. Always find out the person who is willing to give their time to the bunnies. Bunny hate to be inconvenient for water. Bunny hate to be inconvenient for feed. How do I mean? Always when you are a person that have a full-time job, always make sure that your rabbit have feed and water. Take into consideration the kind of materials you use for feeding your rabbit. Do not always give a random feed to the rabbit that are not maintained. Whenever you get a grain or a hay, make sure you clean it up very well and put it in a safe place for the rabbit to eat. The feed of the rabbit should not have contact with the floor. Don't do that. The feed of the rabbit should not be dirty. Don't do that. Do not give the bunnies water in a dirty container. Don't do it. Do not give the bunnies dirty water to drink. Don't do that. Always give the bunnies water to drink that you yourself as a farmer drink. That is your drinking water, share with the bunnies. Always treat the bunnies when they fall sick. Contact a vet to look after the bunny when they fall sick.